Some interesting news regarding Chad Gable as he prepares for the Wyatt Sicks debut match on Raw. Tonight, in the dark match of SmackDown, he faces Braun Strowman. Obviously, this match hasn't happened at the time of recording the video, but obviously with Chad Gable's involvement with the Wyatt Sicks, you're not going to do Chad versus Howdy as a dark match. A lot of people are speculating with it being Braun versus Chad, Braun's connection to the Wyatt family and everything, that Braun's like the easy one to kind of get some of the movements down and everything for Chad Gable ready for a match with Uncle Howdy, potentially. The other big news is the pink is back in the hair of Alexa Bliss. This is something a lot of diehard Alexa Bliss fans have been waiting for. This was like the thing that a lot of them thought would symbolise the potential return of Alexa. And we've obviously been thinking and theorising ever since the Wyatt Sicks shown up about Alexa's involvement, whether she'll be against them or with them, we just don't know. But with the pink back in her hair, is it possible it's at SummerSlam? Is it possible, if not, it's shortly after SummerSlam? This is things you might have missed from WWE SmackDown. Make sure you've hit the like button, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. Cody Rhodes will start off SmackDown this week, and this was good, man. Solo Sikoa wasting no time coming to the ring, confronting Cody, and this got intense as Solo started this segment off mimicking Roman Reigns by asking Cleveland to acknowledge him. Following a bit of back and forth, it would be the Bloodline coming out and, of course, taking up their positions around the ring, and then Solo challenging Cody to Bloodline rules tomorrow night at SummerSlam. Nice change of stipulation there for what we know is the confirmed main event of SummerSlam. Interesting tidbit, Cody Rhodes would actually acknowledge Roman Reigns tonight as he said, I have to go for the tribal chief, and as the tribal chief isn't here, I'll settle for the wannabe. Does that mean that Cody Rhodes acknowledges Roman Reigns confirmed? Maybe not. I will say I am really looking forward to this main event tomorrow night. I predict that Cody's going to retain the belt, but there's a lot of factors here. Obviously, Jacob Fatu. Tonight when they announced Bloodline rules, the blur from the camera for Cody and Solo to focus on Jacob. Does that mean that Jacob's going to be a massive part in this? Could Jacob turn on Solo, or will he screw Cody out of the title? And then there's the Roman Reigns factor. Of course, we're all expecting Roman to come in and help Cody, or maybe save Cody from a post-match beatdown or something. We are expecting the Roman return tomorrow night. I honestly think at this point, the amount of hype and speculation that there's been, and yes, a lot of it's fan-created, but that speculation, I think if Roman doesn't return tomorrow, I think people will be let down a bit. How cool is it, though? Because do you remember back at WrestleMania when literally everyone in the world hated Roman Reigns? A few months later, with Roman doing absolutely nothing, we are now anticipating the return of Roman. And I'll tell you what, if that stadium had a roof, it wouldn't have a roof after tomorrow night if Roman does return. Then the other option, of course, the wild card potentially, The Rock. The Rock wrapped up filming last week. That was reported all over social media. Theoretically, The Rock is free now. Could The Rock show up? Could The Rock do something at SummerSlam as well? Well, in tonight's now controversial main event, the prophecy that Solo outlined came true thanks to the Samoan werewolf. Jacob Fatu basically no-sold the Poison Rana, picked up the win, and the Bloodline won the tag titles. Look at Solo posing with 2 titles, just like Roman. Oh my God. Poor Johnny, though, losing in Cleveland. I get it. It's part of the story, but that sucked a little bit, didn't it? Nia Jax gave Tiffany Stratton the custom briefcase we've all been waiting for. It actually looks really awesome for Tiffany as a character. Suits her perfectly. Honestly, here's the question. Because Nia's given it to her, do you think it's possible she cashes in at SummerSlam? Because surely the wrestling storyline here is Nia was actually nice, gave her the briefcase. Tiffany uses it against Nia, potentially in the match with her and Bayley. Andrade took on Carmelo Hayes tonight, and this match didn't have the result I was expecting, but nonetheless, it was really good. I love the fact there was a lot of counters and stuff, because these two faced each other 2 weeks ago, and therefore they should be more aware of the other person's moveset and how they do things in the ring. It makes sense. Andrade won, as I said. I expected Melow to win, just so you can do like match 3 in a couple of weeks. But it was by a roll-up from another counter. So again, it's the same principle. I did like the ending. I don't know where this leaves Melow. I'm sure there's going to be probably another match down the road at this point still, the way Melow looks shocked and stuff at the end. But look at the handprint. Oh my God, that match was brutal. I love it. The official match t-shirts for every SummerSlam match has been released on WWE Shop. There's some good ones there. I do like the Live and Real one. Santos Escobar got a big win tonight, defeating Apollo Cruz. I really like the fact prior to this, Santos put Apollo over. Now, obviously, it all looked good for Legado. Legado members Angel and Humberto would attack Baron Corbin, of course, causing a distraction that would allow Escobar to take advantage. But prior to the match, there did seem to be some issues with Legado. There was this look between Angel and Berto, obviously, as Escobar walked away. Is there something, even prior to when they stood behind Escobar, they were sort of looking and scheming a little bit? Could Legado break up? Guys, it happened. We got the sneak peek at Pretty Deadly, the musical tonight. Look at this. They got flyers and everything. Oh, don't you just love it? Honestly, all good things come to those who wait, and we are waiting very patiently for Pretty Deadly, the musical. This would happen after LA Knight defaced the banner of Logan Paul's championship thing that he was trying to unveil. LA Knight would go backstage and instead of finding a new banner, would find the Prime truck. And yes, he stole the Prime truck, drove it straight out of the arena GTA style, and Logan Paul was left stranded. I really hope this is how LA Knight makes his entrance at SummerSlam tomorrow. Comes out with the Prime truck. That would just be really funny after tonight, wouldn't it? And of course, Logan Paul, though, has promised he has a surprise in store for SummerSlam. We don't know what it is, but in terms of getting his truck stolen tonight, well, Logan, you deserve it, dude. Did anyone else find it, though, really ironic that for Logan Paul's celebration, they covered up the Prime logo? I just thought of all the things, like, this was the one thing you would have the Prime logo in the ring for, surely. As for my prediction for this match, very simply, with everyone saying, L.A. Knight. He has to win, doesn't he? Yeah! Jade and Bianca challenge for the women's tag team titles tonight, of course, versus the Unholy Union. The match itself was actually really decent. It would be Blair Davenport, though, causing a disqualification. Blair Davenport attacking Jade on the outside. And obviously this would retain the tag titles for the Unholy Union. The beatdown from the new trio would happen. Honestly, I'm here for this. We predicted last week that this is how it was probably going to play out. They certainly teased it earlier in the night when you had Blair in the background of Bianca and Jade backstage. So this wasn't something out of the blue. It's just typically a way to keep Bianca and Jade looking strong. Of course, at this point, we assume Naomi will join their sort of faction and you'll do a 6-woman tag in the future. Just makes sense. Don't forget as well, the countdown show tomorrow starts at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 p.m. UK time. Of course, SummerSlam starts midnight UK, 7 Eastern. And it does genuinely look like a good show. Lots of social media rumours about potentially a Charlotte Flair return. Obviously, there was a sort of tease with her potential gear. So, is Charlotte ready to return? If she is, will that be at SummerSlam? Again, we'll just have to wait and see. And then the buzz today was about the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys met with WWE earlier on today. They are in Cleveland for WrestleCon. They met with WWE, but Fightful Select did report that obviously they had a meeting and then they filmed some stuff, obviously, to air. Now, obviously, the thought around that is probably stuff for like documentaries for like A&E, potentially something on the network or Peacock. We just don't know. Is there a return planned? Again, I just don't know. I'd love to see the Hardys back in WWE. I thought tonight's SmackDown was good. I mean, the main event, it will be controversial to some, but it still progresses the story really well. For me, 8 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Subscribe, turn on notifications. We'll be back tomorrow for SummerSlam. You definitely don't want to miss that. Let me know your thoughts down below. Peace!